Get ready to match the star. Bill Daly, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Ethel Merman, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rivers.
Is that a new mic? We've had to, make several cuts financially, and those other thin ones cost.
Three. Oh.
Right.
They cost so much, so I got that one out of radio.
I haven't seen one. This is an old cardioid microphone. They used to use these in the early days of radio.
We used to call it fondly hernia time.
Hernia! Come on now.
No, you're going to work with it.
All right, that's it, huh?
I, however, am going to work with this.
Why don't you use
All right.
Now listen.
We're a little late, folks, so good night.
I'll let you borrow this one.
Oh, all right.
Excuse me. I'll just test for bombs.
All right, here we go. Oh, dear me. Now, Maggie Moore is our current champ. She's got $600 to her credit, and she's being challenged by Ron Valeni, and we found out a little bit about him yesterday. Would you repeat a little of that, what you told us yesterday at the end?
I'm a high school physical education teacher in Bakersfield.
In Bakersfield?
Yes, sir.
And you're married?
Yes, I am.
You're trying to conceal that fact from us, I feel,
No,
Ron.
I'm not.
You're not?
No, I'm not.
Are you proud of the fact that you're married?
I am proud of the fact.
Well, say it out loud. I am married.
I am married.
And I'm proud of it. Say that.
I am married and I am proud of it.
Okay, now, there's another commercial message for your consideration. All right, are you ready here? We'll just push this button and begin with Maggie Moore's first round question. After Abdullah had the accident with the bed of nails, he had so many holes in him, his wife used him as a blank. Did you hear all that, Maggie? After Abdullah had the accident with the bed of nails, he had so many holes in him, his wife used him as a blank. All right?
Well, I have this. This is an easy one.
Abdullah, you see, had the accident with the bed of nails.
And
his wife used him as a blank.
I'm all through.
Oh, you're finished?
Yes, darling. I don't. I never sing
Isn't that
unless
funny? The
I'm
upper tier is finished way ahead of the lower tier for a change.
Oh, look, Richard isn't finished.
Richard is the last one
Richard's
finished.
very pokey.
Oh!
Shut up, bat face.
All right, here we come with Maggie Moore now. After Abdullah had the accident with the bed of nails, he had so many holes in him, his wife used him as a...
Strainer?
As a strainer, that's good. Very good. His wife used him as a strainer, she says, Bill.
Well, I'm sure glad to have a series because I'm real bad at this, man. I'm really awful. I said salt shaker. That's not too bad.
Salt shaker. Well, that's pretty good. That's okay. Yeah. You do have. You say you have a series, yes?
What?
You do have a series, do you?
Yes, I don't know now. After that, I may not have. I may not.
What's your series called?
I think it's called the Bill Daly Show. No, it's the Bob Newhart Show.
The Bob Newhart.
Newhart.
Yes, I'll try and remember that.
It's hard to say when you
Yes.
want to have your own show.
What do you say?
I say I want the audience to try and refrain from wild applause and a standing ovation and everything. I said wine rack.
A wine rack. Wine rack, it's got a lot of holes in it,
But I think strainer's a terrific answer.
Oh, she came up with a marvelous answer. It's the dingbats who are letting her down. Charles?
Strainer's wonderful. Wine rack is wonderful. But I chose a word because this way she could still squeeze Abdullah. Sponge.
Sponge. Oh! Yeah, a lot of holes holes in him, he loses him as a sponge. That's not bad. After the accident bed of nails, he had so many holes in him, his wife used him as a strainer, according to Maggie Moore. What do you say?
Charles Nelson Reilly and I think the same way. I said sponge.
Sponge. Well, we got two sponges there.
What do we do with them?
Nothing. Nothing we can do.
Clean up the wine rack.
Little bubble bath, and away we go.
Fill up the wine rack.
All right, Richard.
Yeah, she used to get a hose pipe,
Right.
stick it up his nose,
Oh,
use him as a watering can.
I see. That'll do, yeah.
Keep all your plants
Yes.
alive.
He had so many holes in him, his wife used him as a...
They're crazy.
They are
She
crazy.
used him as a hairnet,
A hairnet.
didn't she?
You know, you're the only one who came up with a decent answer there. No, I see some of those were good. Hairnet was not bad, and some of the others. All right, Ron.
Be again.
Be again. Here we go. Two people do not play. Ethel and Fannie do not play because you matched in the first round. Here it
May
is.
we sing?
Oh,
You could sing, well, softly. Yeah.
I can't sing something.
You can't sing softly, so I've heard. Well, you hum a few bars. Snow White said, "Last night I tried out a new recipe on the 7 dwarves.
Oh, sweet.
After dinner, one at a time, all my little men blanked." Snow White said, "Last night I tried out a new recipe on the 7 dwarves. After dinner, one at a time, all my little men blanked." Think about it, Ron. 'Cause they're going to give you plenty of time to think, I think. There's one. Last night I tried out a new recipe. After dinner, one at a time, all my little men. It's up to you.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Charles is finished. Brett's finished. We're waiting for... Okay, here we go. Now, Ron Valenti. Snow White said, "Last night I tried out a new recipe on the 7 dwarves. After dinner, one at a time, all my little men blanked."
Got sick is all I can think of.
Got sick. Is that all you can think of? That's it, eh? Got sick, he says. Okay, Bill, you're up.
Well, I think I'm going to go along with it. That's kind of neat. I got threw up, right?
Does that match? Yeah. There's one match.
Okay.
All right, Brett, you're up.
Right.
You're up.
I said, why is Charles whispering in my ear? Can't he be still for a minute? What is
9
it?
feet from you.
Your hearing is improving.
What do you say? Float up.
Throwed up. There's 2 for you, Ron. Charles.
I said burped, but since they were dwarf, they don't burp, they burp pet. And it came out, they burp pet dead. All of these will be out in hardcover for the Christmas season.
All these funny
Now let's see. You've got 4, and let's see what you do with Richard Dawson here. What's he gonna do with you?
One, make me into a rug. Look, you said Brett was absolutely correct.
Yes.
She said frowed. Of course,
Frowed.
the correct English is frew up.
Flew. Yeah. Better grammar. Okay, 5 for you. You got your work cut out for you when we come back. Right after this message. Here we are. This is your last chance. Got a match. 5 to stay in the game. If you match everybody, you're going to win, though. So you got a chance. Nasty Norma said, "My best friend Margaret has radiant beauty. Her blank is shaped like a light bulb." Nasty Norma said, "My best friend Margaret has radiant beauty. Her blank is shaped like a light bulb."
Oh, I get that, honey.
Nasty Norma said, "My best friend Margaret has radiant beauty. Her blank is shaped like a light bulb." Her blank is shaped like a light bulb. Oh. All right. I got the idea. I guess we could put a chair over here if you really
Just
wanted it.
think up your own answers today, dear.
Do you think there's a little bit of hostility going on between the two of those?
well, I don't know if you'd call it hostility, but there's something going on.
Oh,
between
really?
the two.
Just in love.
Up, George.
She She does you pretty good, you know.
Oh, yes, I'm
Yeah.
getting out of the business. I'm not going to...
Yeah, as long as that's
Sure. Very versatile.
Can you do
girl.
her?
Do her doing what?
You. I quit. All right, what do you say we call on Maggie Moore here? You ready? Nasty
guess.
Norris. My best friend Margaret has radiant beauty. Her blank is shaped like a light bulb.
Her head.
Her head. Okay. Her head is shaped like a light bulb, she says. What do you say, Bill?
Well, so far, I think that children's show I do, I think I'm going to lose my audience, because so far I've had a couple tinkles, and now I'm coming up with the boobs, so I'm really going to...
Now you got to match everybody else, Maggie, to stay in the game. Brett, she's looking for the answer. Her head is shaped like a light bulb.
Brett, you're responsible.
Go ahead.
You're responsible.
Go, boom.
Excel.
I'm so
You're
embarrassed.
responsible.
I hate Fannie Flagg. I'm never going to New York with you again. You can
Aren't
go
you
by
guilty?
yourself. I said no.
No! What do the rest of you have here? May I see your card? No! No! Run down there, Ron Bellini. So we congratulate you. Sorry to see you go, my dear.
So I'm sorry to go.
Pretty lady here with the ochi charnia, beautiful dark eyes, is going to leave us now $600 richer, together with our thanks for being with us on Match Game 75.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Maggie. Now, Ron, see this big thing? Come over here. Stan, you don't have to be afraid to stand next to me just because I'm a star. And you're a big athletic director. Sorry if I put my arm around you? No? Okay. He says, what'll boys in the locker room say?
I think he's a little too butch, honey.
Yeah. Okay, Ron, we're ready here now, if you are. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Passion blank. See, you should have let me put my arm around you then. Okay, the answer that audience gave most often is worth $500 to you, Ron, if you match it. Now, if you match the next one, you get $250. If you match the bottom one, you get $100. Whom do you call on for a little help?
Fannie.
Fannie, what do you say?
I bet all the girls in your school love you so.
Yes.
If I'd had him for a gym teacher, I would have muscles today.
You did.
You got two of them. There, sir.
Now, I'm going to have to ask a question because I want very seriously to give a good answer.
Yes.
And this is not my answer. Would ATE passionate, that would not count, would it? Then
Well, I
forget
don't know.
it.
Let's ask the judge. What is hey,
Part of
judge?
the word.
Could you want? Yeah, that's
I
possible.
don't think that's right, though. Let me say passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Richard.
Richard,
Present.
passion blank.
Yeah, I'm going to say passionate.
All
She
right.
wanted to say.
Okay. So we got passion fruit and passionate. One more.
Charles.
Charles, have you got one?
I once was in it years ago, a very religious production, The Passion Play.
Passion play, right? So you got passion play, passionate, and passion fruit. Would you like one of those, or have you thought of one of your own?
How about passion fruit?
Passion fruit. Okay. Let's find out if it's up there, shall we? And if it's up there, where is it? That is the question. Is it under the $100 response? Passion play was Charles' answer.
I shall now do a few moments from... Oh, no.
No. No scenes, please. No auditioning on stage here. We are looking for passion fruit, friends. Here is the $250 response. Passion flower. Well, that's not a bad.
Flower.
That's not a bad answer, is it? Okay. Last chance for passion fruit. Here is the $500 response.
Here, get in the thing. Inhale, 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 inhale.
Listen to this.
We're a bunch of fruits, that's what we are.
Listen,
You can't say that.
that passion fruit gets to you, doesn't it?
yes.
He must be quite a kisser.
Oh, he is quite a kisser
You all
in
right
there.
now?
All right. Now listen, you're up to $600, Ron. Now, since you won the $500, that means you play for 10 times that amount, or $5,000. But before you collect, you have to match one person. This has to be an exact match, and you got to pick somebody now, as if we didn't know.
Fannie.
Fannie, he's picking you. Oh boy, if he wins. Are you kidding me? She fainted when he kissed her for the $500. For $5,000, what do you think is going to happen? On this stage, a first in television. All right, here we go. $5,000. Atomic blank. Atomic blank. Okay, she's made up her mind and she's written her answer down. Now, Ron, it's up to you to give us an answer which you think will match hers. Atomic blank.
Bomb.
The audience agrees with you, Ron. Okay. He's very happy that you agree with him, but he says to me, well, it's more important if she agrees with that. All right, for $5,000, Fannie, may we see your answer? He says atomic bomb will match you.
What about blast? Atomic blast? But I didn't write that. I wrote bomb.
Commercial message! Turn to black! Fade! Fine! Fade! Go to black! Commercial! Fade! Go to black! Fade the camera!
Here we go. Are you ready? All right, Ron's ready, and we're going to present a new player now. We're very happily welcome Karen Moe. How are you, Karen?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Karen, what do you say we get right to it, and we'll talk to you later and find out a little bit about your life, all right? Let's see what we've got here, A and B.
For my youngest daughter, I would like A, please.
A, all right. Does her name begin with A?
No, but she just picked the number A, or the
she
letter
did
A.
that. Oh, I see. Larry the Lush said, Innkeeper, I had a terrible accident at the tavern across the street last night. While I was drinking, I got a blank caught in my throat. That's what he said. That's what he said. He says, Innkeeper, I had a terrible accident at the tavern across the street last night. While I was drinking, I got a blank caught in my throat.
I like
This is
hate
Larry
that
the Lush.
question.
No, it's not a bad question.
It's a rotten question.
I have
Here's a man who has a little drinking problem. He's called Larry the Lush.
I get it. My father was one.
I
No
see.
offense, Dad.
Yeah. While I was drinking, I got a blank caught in my throat. See? Okay, here we go, Karen Moe. Larry the Lush said, Innkeeper, I had a terrible accident at the tavern across the street last night. While I was drinking, I got a blank caught in my throat.
Toothpick?
Well, I guess the toothpick could have been in the...
On an olive.
on the olive, and he got it caught in his throat. There's some logic to her answer, Bill.
I got, well, could we be, I have an olive with a toothpick on the end.
Yeah, there's...
Right?
Yeah.
No, wrong.
Some olives have no toothpick, so we
yeah,
can't
they
do that.
don't.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
All right, Brett.
Okay.
Did everybody hate that answer too?
Not bad. Why, you got
Want
to
to write a funnier one?
Olive.
Oh, all right. 2 olives so far. Charles?
I used to date a chick named Olive. Ice Cube.
Ice Cube? Toothpick, olives, ice cubes. All the answers are good so far, but no match. What do you say, Ethel?
He was a martini drinker, so
He was?
got an O.
Yeah, lots of olives here, Karen. And Richard.
Well, I use Chuck's maiden name.
Olive. And you?
Olive.
All right, sorry. No toothpicks, lots of olives, though. And so that's your first round question, and yours is yet to come, Ron. But right now, friends, we've got to do a little business, and this is it. We just have time to say goodbye. 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 This is Charles Atlas saying goodbye. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for musical chairs next over most of these CBS stations.